back to the Burlington Ice Palace, where we're watching the consolation game of the Ed Cahoon tournament. And after one period of play, it is Framingham 2, Medford nothing. And we're pleased to be joined right now by Burlington head coach Bob Conceison, who runs this tournament and has kept the tradition alive, the 24th annual Ed Cahoon Memorial, honoring one of the greats of the area, who's involved in sports and spent a long time at Burlington High.
Thanks, Paul, and I just want to thank MyHockeyLive for broadcasting this game, streaming this game. I think it's a great addition to it. But the Ed Cahoon tournament has a lot to do with our tradition at high school. At our high school, scholarship fund started when Ed passed away. We continued it with this tournament, and it's always been a good tournament leading into the state tournament. Yeah,
well, this year no exception. You've got three teams. Well, actually, all four teams headed to the tournament. You know, we forget about Medford, and because of the rule of the league that they play in, they will also be in the postseason. But you guys have had a great year, and Framingham and Chelmsford certainly teams that have been placed on the watch list as well. It's kind of a crazy year. The balance of power that so many people complain about for so many years is, you know, there's a couple of teams at the top, admittedly, and that are kind of no-brainers, and after that, it's a mad scramble. And you guys have made your case all season long, and you got a chance. Well, you got a couple of games after this, but tonight's a big game for you guys because Chelmsford's had a great year as well.
Yeah, this is a big 2 weeks for us as a program, and as far as this tournament goes, it really wasn't planned that way to have three watch list teams playing, but it really, I think there's more interest in this tournament this year than there has been, and I think there should be, because there's three really good public school teams playing here, and they all should be considered next week. There's a lot more games to be played in the next couple of weeks because the season does go a week later this year. Usually this is the end of the season, and the tournament will be starting next week. So there's a lot of competition to go on between now and the end of next week, and you're right. You know, I think there's about 15 teams that could be in the Super 8, and you never know what's going to happen down the stretch.
No, you know, and just a little self-promotion. MyHockeyLive will be broadcasting from Franklin the day of the selection committee meetings next Saturday. So we'll have probably 2.5 or 3 hours of kind of a studio show, and you know, hopefully a lot of the coaches will stop by. Especially the ones with smiles on their faces after the meeting. And,
it's always
out where they are.
It's always an interesting day down there, and you just don't know which way it's going to go. So we, as a coaching staff, and we know we're going to be in a tournament, and we're just playing hard to get wherever we could be. And that's how we kind of look at it. Of course, the kids all want to be in it.
Sure.
But as coaches, you're trying to get your kids prepared for a tournament atmosphere, and that'll happen the weekend.
Yeah.
And that's why these 5 games are good for us. We're playing 5 tournament games. We get AC Saturday night. We get Reading and Woburn in non-league games next week. And if we're not ready for the tournament, I don't know. We'd never be ready for the tournament.
Right, and also for 4 teams, it's a one and out possibility, which happened to you guys last year.
Sure.
But you know, that got you ready for the tournament.
Yes.
And then I know you had an injury or two that affected what happened after that. But it's kind of this is what the kids play for.
It is.
And you're right to set it up. Like all the coaches are trying to do that now.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of the year. Any part of the year, even Christmas. I love this. I love tournament time. I always have, as long as I've been coaching. It's great to be in it. It's great to be involved. And MyHockeyLive has done a great job promoting high school hockey. And I think it's high school hockey is the best. I love it. I would. Come March, it's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, exactly, and we're so happy to be part of it. And Mark Igo's done a tremendous job, just laying the groundwork and hustling all the time. And I know you and he have had a lot of conversations, and it's great that we're able to bring this tournament. And I hope the other coaches appreciate it as much as you do. I think they do.
I'm sure they do.
I know those guys are big proponents of what we're trying to do, and it's not for our glory. It's to spread the the news of the kids.
Absolutely.
And I hear around the kids are watching the games of other teams, and especially now in a year like this where you said 15 teams, the kids want to see the other teams.
Yeah,
and it's good to be able to get around.
Yeah, I'd like to just say one shout out to my brother who's in Michigan. He's actually watching right now live. Okay, so I think as far as getting the word out to different places, this is a great vehicle for that, because this is a great great high school sport, great activity for kids, and
sure.
that's what we're all in it for. So I'd like to say hi to my brother Joe, who's watching live in Michigan.
Joe Conceison, well, a big shout out.
So you're going multi-state here, and I want to thank you guys for all you do for us.
That's awesome. Bob Conceison, who runs the tournament, and congratulations, 24 years. Maybe we'll be here for the 50th.
You never know.
You never know, and and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to some members of the Cahoon family later on tonight.
I know Danny Cahoon always comes and always presents the trophy. I'm going to try to get Danny up here for an interview. I know this tournament means a lot to his family, so that would be nice too.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Bob Conceison from Burlington with us.
Thank
you, and good luck tonight and the rest of the way too.
Thank you very much, Paul.
All right, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be back with second period action between Framingham and Medford. It's 2-0 Framingham after 1. We'll be back shortly.